What's going on YouTube? OCD for EDC here, and what I got for your face balls today, we've got a couple of packages here. So I've got this one here came from Lefty EDC, and this one here came from Mr. William Lenderman. So these two packages, we're going to get into them. I'm super pumped about both of these. There's going to be some awesome stuff in here. I know a few of the things that are in here, but we'll just get into it. Let's see. I think I'm going to use the old GB2 here today for a little unboxing knife. Let's just see what we got in here. Okay. This thing is taped up all to hell and back. All right, now one of the things that I'm confident is in here is, yes. So we're going to take a look at this because I'm interested to see what's going on there. And then we've got that, which is pretty cool, and a Lefty EDC sticker. All right, so we got those two packages. Let's go ahead. We're just going to get this box out of the way, and so we can see what we got, and then we'll get these things opened up. Probably be better if I quit shaking the camera. All right, got a note right there. Let's see, got a couple of knives. Got some more music here. So if you guys want to pause right there and check out what William put on this CD right here. Awesome. He sent us some music in the past, which is super cool. And then we've got this right here, which definitely pumped to check this out. If you notice, it's a little bit different box. Looks similar, but different box. So pumped on this for sure. Real quick, we'll just open these two up. So this is the mini Doug Ritter RSK, the mini Ritter, and I'm going to be doing some mod work to this, yeah, which you guys will see. And then, oh yeah, the Tau. So I was forgetting which ones that he sent. So this is the full-size Kunwu Tau. Yeah, great little knife here, and pretty cool, for sure. So we're going to do some cool stuff to those two, but let's get into this TS305 right here. So I sent this over to Lefty, and like some sort of, yeah, I'm not really sure. It appears that Mr. Kevin over at Lefty EDC is just if anything can go wrong, he's just a magnet for it. Now, he swears that he didn't take this apart, which, you know, I don't, you know, I believe what he's saying. But several of these issues have been self-inflicted. But so he was showing that the lockup on this thing, although looks perfect right there, he was spine whacking it and the lock would fail. So I'm gonna disassemble this and we're gonna take a look at it and see what's going on, because this is a brand new knife and the lockup looks perfect, really. So I don't know, we'll see. Haven't had any issues with these, but I don't see anything. I mean, it's centered. I don't see anything that would lead me to believe. Pivot's tight. Yeah, I don't know. We're going to disassemble it, but we'll save that for the end of the video if you guys want to watch that. All right, so this right here, this is the Axial Otf, and I'm actually talking to this company about some things, so hopefully we'll see that coming up here soon. Lefty hit these guys up for some product and they sent him some stuff, so I was pumped to take a look at these, and so he sent it along. So we got I'm guessing this is a left and right clip just because of the angle on it. So they send you an extra clip depending on the direction that you want to install it. And then got some sort of a, yeah, okay. Got some sort of like a keychain loop thing that you can install on the knife, I guess. Okay, yeah. So the way that that is angled on the end of the knife, you could switch that for left or right carry, although it's an OTF. So yeah, right on. Nice. I kind of like the handle. So it's just anodized aluminum. You can see that the clip was installed on this side because there's a couple little rub marks right there. But you would just remove that screw and then slide the clip in. So I wonder why they didn't make it full deep carry. That's kind of interesting. But yeah, so feels good in hand, you know, like all OTFs. It's kind of nice. So 20 CV blade. Blade play, you know, it's a little bit, oh. Okay. So I can just wiggle the blade around and get it off its lockup, just like that. So you can see it's locked up right there. I don't want to stab my table with it, but you can see it's locked up. But if I don't touch the knob and I just wiggle the blade around, oop, I keep pulling it back out. There it goes. So, huh. I've never seen one of my OTFs do that before. So, locks up good, but if you, yeah, wow. So if you guys don't know, so now it's off track, or, you know, it's just out of engagement. If you don't know how an OTF works, I actually have a video of disassembly and show all the mechanics of how an OTF works. I'm confident this works in the exact same way. But yeah, that's not good. So just by, yeah, interesting. Now, when an OTF does go off like that, and so the blade is just, you know, not engaged one way or the other, you can either just pull the blade out all the way, or you can kind of swing it out like that, and then it's locked up again. So action on this thing is good, but that issue right there is not good. Okay, so now it's back on again. So that's really interesting. I don't know if Lefty, I haven't watched his video on it, if he's already seen that or not, but he was complaining about the lockup on this knife, which appears to be good. Now, to me, I'm not really into spine whacking a knife. There's never a time or a place when you are going to put pressure or hit this side of the knife without, you know, like if you're batoning something, that's different because the blade can't close because you've got it shoved in a piece of wood. But you shouldn't be doing that with folders anyway. But there's never a time, you know, a spine whack test to me is just a pointless scenario. There's never a time under normal use that you're hitting the spine of the knife with anything. So it's just not a test that I would do. The one thing I am noticing though, the blade tang appears to really just be square. You know, generally you would have a bit of an angle on there. So I don't know. We'll get into that. Okay, so these are for mod work. This is really the thing that I'm most excited to check out in these packages. So William hit me up and told me that he is a patron of ours, as well as a patron of Lee over at LTK. Love them knives. If you're not subscribed to Lee, go over there and check out his channel. He's got a really awesome channel, way bigger than mine, so I'm sure everyone here is probably already subbed to Lee. But anyway, Lee did a knife design with another designer that's worked with TwoSun a bunch in the past, and here it is. So this is the 329, I think. Oh man, what the hell did they call this thing? Good God. I'll put the name up in the description and the number. I cannot remember what they called it, but it's a button lock. I'm pretty sure it's riding on double row ceramic bearings. We'll take this thing apart real quick as well, just to take a look at it. But anyway, so Lee had a couple of these and he offered them up at a decent deal to his patrons. And this is a knife that that William definitely, I think William probably liked the knife. It's just way bigger than what he's going to want. So he offered that he would get one for me if I wanted it. And I said, hell yes, I want to take a look at that thing. So yeah, I ended up getting my hands on one of these because they were very, very limited number. I think they only did 50 of them, if I remember correctly, or at least the first run of them. The Vandal, there you go. There it is right there, Vandal. I'm pretty sure it's the 329, but I could be wrong on that. Yeah, titanium button lock. You know, definitely it works to swing it out like that. Yeah, so you can flip it. The one thing, I wish that this was a full-on hole, because, you know, they've just milled this out with a ball end mill, and you don't get, I mean, it's possible, you just don't get a nice square edge to really flick from. So you really got to mean it and want it. But the thing is really good in hand, super comfortable. It's a little on the thick side, but we'll do a full-on video on this thing. So this is just kind of first impressions. I believe this is 14C28N. I don't see a marking on it anywhere at the moment, but might be inside. We can see quite a bit of weight relieving in there. The action on this thing is just stupid. But big old blade. Lockup seems really, really good. Don't have any lock rock. That part's good. So yeah, it's just that really rounded edge. I like the way the fuller looks in the blade. It just doesn't offer any sort of square edge to really get some traction on. That's the only bummer part of that. But otherwise, I mean, it does function. You just really gotta, yeah, you really gotta get in there. Interesting. So that's definitely a cool knife, for sure. Got a ceramic ball pocket clip. I don't know if that ball, yeah, that ball might spin. I don't know. We'll see. But, okay. So let's take a look at this thing. All right. T8. We're just going to pop this open real quick just to take a little peek on the inside here. See how this thing is put together. Let me move a few things out of the way. Of course, my screw comes out the other way. Okay. So really nice stone wash going on here. I'm going to rotate that around to the other direction. You can see the stainless steel washer in there for the bearings to ride on. Pocket clip screw is hidden right there. Yep. Okay. All right, there's your information. Yeah, TS329 LTK, and that's Max, and Max is, I think, Russian. So he's got a strange last name, but there's, yeah, and 14C28N. So there you go. But the machine on this is beautiful. Looks really, really good. We got 2 stop pins. And yeah, it's a really good looking knife. So we'll definitely do a video with this thing. We've got that little blade trough milled out of the backspacer there, which is really cool. And I'm going to put this in from this direction. There we go. Okay. All right, went together real nice nice and easy once I got everything lined up. And you can see the the milled titanium looks really nice, along with the carbon fiber inlay. And LTK was involved in this, so we definitely have got inlay on both sides. No War of the Worlds going on here. And now you can see perfectly centered. I just barely tightened the screws back up. Actually I over tightened the pivot. Yeah, there we go. Actually, get that tightened back down a bit. This is one that would benefit greatly from having an O-ring in the pivot. Yeah, perfect. So action is absolutely fantastic. Blade centering is perfect. So yeah, really cool knife, really comfortable in hand, big old boy. I mean, this is a man-sized knife right here. Yeah, I think it's like a 4 1/4 inch blade, something like that. And well, here I've got another big knife sitting here. This is the Benchmade Onslaught, and this is a 4.3 inch blade. So yeah, maybe just a 4.1 inch blade or something. The Onslaught's got a little bit more handle down here and just slightly more blade. So yeah, the TS329 Vandal, definitely a big old boy, but really comfortable in hand. Super cool knife. And LTK, you did an awesome job, man. I really dig this thing. I like the way the clip looks. It's just a good looking knife all the way around, and I like the Vandal milled into the backspacer. Really cool. So awesome job. Blade shape is good. It's just a good one all the way around. And you got a forward choil there, although I don't really feel like this is a knife that really needs that or benefits from it. To me, that's more of a sharpening choil than anything. Blade grind is decent, not the best that I've seen from TwoSun. However, the stone washing on the blade looks really good. So that is a really nice thing to see. So there you go, TS329 Vandal, really cool knife. The Axial Otf, and then these two coming in, the Tau and the Mini RSK for mod work. Real quick, we're going to pull this thing apart just to see if we have any issues. Definitely had, I think Lefty did tell me he put Loctite on the pivot. So definitely had a pivot out of here. All right, that screw out of there, the pocket clip. Let me open this up real quick. One thing that I've seen, not real often I suppose, but on a few knives that had lockup issues, was the lock bar insert not being tightened up all the way. So the insert was actually moving around. So we're going to check that real quick. Let me see if I can grab a little paper towel here just to wipe the oil off of this. Okay. Okay. Now, I don't know what that is. That's trash in there? I don't know. So you can see here, this is the TwoSun TS305. It's a Mazwan Mokhtar design. That's his logo right there. And this is number 20. I'm not really sure how many they made exactly. But this one is number 20. Okay. Just clean cleaning stuff up here, get that Loctite out of there. I think the D shape here goes towards the back. Yes, it does. So the D shape points straight down towards the pocket clip. So now let's take a look. Grab a T6 here. Let's take a look at this lock bar insert. Okay, so it was tight, but the one thing that I noticed right off the bat on this lock bar insert, you can see the rub mark. I don't know if you guys will be able to see this or not. There you go. You can see the rub mark of where it was hitting the blade tang. And it looks to me like it's not perfectly straight across there. So I may have to clean that up a bit. Yeah. Yep. There's just a little bit of an unevenness to the lock face on this lock bar insert, and that is what is causing this lockup to not be really positive. So you can see that it's just rubbed shiny right up there at the top. This is actually towards the cutting edge of the blade, or the open end of the knife, and so it should, it should be shiny, well, down to that area right there, that whole length right there, and it's not. So I'm gonna have to do a little hand massaging there on that part, and once I do, I have zero doubts that this thing will be perfect at that point. And so yeah, when you have that little uneven lock face, it can add to some, or make some issues there. So you can see, yeah, so not a big deal. I'll just end up fixing this. Like I said, I'm just going to do a little hand massaging right there, and we'll fix that thing up and it'll be perfect. So there we go, guys. I'm not going to put this back together because I need to do that part, but I will get this knife all put back together, and like I said, it will be fantastic at that point. I'll talk to Lefty about this and see if I wouldn't mind doing a video on that, because I'll be able to show you guys how you can fix this issue. But that's not good. Like I said, this is my first time handling the Axial knife. Yeah, and that doesn't take hardly any movement at all right there. And now the good thing here is, with an OTF, you should never leave this grip. So it's not necessarily a safety issue so much. I mean, it is to a certain extent, but you're not going to necessarily cut yourself. You could, if you were pushing in on something and wiggling your hand around, then it does that right there. So, well, it's a safety issue now, because I just ended up stabbing myself in the thumb. So it's a good thing I got the paper towel there. The tip's sharp, because right there, yeah. All right, well, I was ending the video anyway, so now I need to go get a Band-Aid. So that part's great. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed that. We'll be live on Sunday evening. If you want to come and hang out with us, be a good time. Molly and I have got some fun stuff going on this weekend. And yeah, we will catch you next time. Peace. Hey.